Hi, this is Dr. Sam Lamb. I'm doing a video narration of this gentleman who had a very difficult reconstruction. What you're seeing from the frontal and top view is previously a hairline that was designed with what's called plugs, and plugs really define very, very large grafts. They're placed too vertically, they're too large, they look like a doll's head, and you can also see from the top-down view that besides these large grafts, over time he's lost all the hair behind that area, leading to a very unnatural result. He had sought consultation with multiple individuals to see if he could have this repaired, and everyone basically said he couldn't do it. So he was very sad, miserable, and wanted this repaired. What we did to repair this is that we were able to harvest a strip or FUT of remaining hairs in a high lateral temporal region to be able to repair the entire frontal zone. The reason why the hairline now looks natural is that it's actually, they're much finer grafts. The finer grafts are placed at a low angle, so they overpowered the previous grafts. You can't see those grafts anymore by angling them very low. In addition to that, by the way, that's called de-emphasis grafting. So that means we de-emphasize the graft, the poor grafting behind it. Then we built up all the density behind it to really improve the transition from the plugs and the hairline back toward a natural mid-scalp. From the three-quarter view, what you're looking at is the fact that it looks very unnatural again from all angles, and you're also seeing from on the three-quarter and side view that the temple area does not match the hairline. This is something very hard to understand, I think, for someone just starting out, but the temple loss is too far in regression compared to the hairline. So this gentleman underwent not only a hairline transplant as well as a central mid-scalp transplant, but he also underwent a transplant to the temporal region or temporal point. That's something that's more described in our website if you want to understand what that means. But this provides a balance to his previously aggressive hairline position, but it also creates a more natural result, and it also helps balance everything in a way that creates a very masculine frame. So he has a much more attractive frontal region of his face as well. From the posterior element, what you're seeing, and this is something that probably needs to be explained, is a slot deformity. It's a vertical appearing weird looking crown. This is from previous scalp reductions. This is a procedure that was performed more prominently in the 1990s. And what happens is the skin is pulled inwards, and after a few rounds of it, it can lead to this slot deformity, which looks like this vertical slit, and it just doesn't look natural. And that's a very hard thing to correct. Now, we didn't have enough scalp hair to repair this, so what we did was use beard hair. And so beard hair is an FUE technique, and this is what's so cool about this, is you can combine FUE and FUT to get the best outcomes for a patient. A lot of times we're obsessed with, oh, I only want FUT or I only want FUT, and what we do is really combine the best of both worlds. So this gentleman underwent a combined beard FUE and an FUT, with the beard FUE being placed in the crown to repair it. The benefit of beard hair is that it is very coarse, sort of similar to some of his hair, but the negative is that they're only one hair graft, so it's very hard to achieve an outstanding result by itself, but we're able to actually create a very strong crown zone with only beard hairs. So this is a very difficult reconstruction case for a gentleman from start to finish, and hopefully this video narration gives you a little bit more detail than what you would read otherwise in just an accompanying text.